So we're joined here at the Thornbury Surfacing Stadium after our game against Oxford City with 3 Chippenham players today. We've got goal scorer Alex Bray, captain Kieran, Parselle and Wainwright's man of the match Spencer Hamilton. Spence, we'll come to you first, mate. So we spoke it Friday, I think it was Dorking. It's a little bit of an off mood from all of us, really, knowing that we probably got up there and didn't get exactly what we wanted, but we've said that we needed a positive response and we sure got one today.
Yeah, I think it's pleasing. I think comments myself, Hanksy and Will made was the response we had today. Like we said in the second half on Friday, we played well and we just didn't quite take our chances there. And I think when it was most important in the game today, I think Alex was a brilliant finish, was clinical, and I think the win was very deserved. You know, all the lads before the game, we were positive, we were buzzing, we were very optimistic we could get a result today, because we know now if we really want to push that 7th spot, we've got to be winning our home games and beating teams like Oxford who are in and around it. So brilliant performance, brilliant bounce back, and you know, a brilliant win all in all.
Kieran, we'll come to you. We had a little joke just beforehand there. I never speak to you when we win, but we've managed to get you up today and have a little conversation about that. As Spencer's just mentioned there, you know, wins were going to be vital coming down the stretch, and with the results that have gone in the league today, you may have seen that you've jumped from 11th in the league to 8th, only now 3 points behind, having the same amount of games played and only 4 games left to play. I suppose it really is in our hands now, isn't it? Really our own destiny. 4 games to go. If we win, and we're probably at the dance.
Yeah, it is, and like I said, we just got to keep taking it one game at a time, focusing on us. You've seen that performance today. Obviously the last game against Dorking, we were probably a little bit sloppy in the first half, but we had a very good second half, and we built momentum from that second half into the game today, and we look comfortable all over the place. So yeah, a great 3 points. Obviously a team that's cemented right in the playoffs, so that's a very positive as well, and obviously nice to get a clean sheet, and great to see Al get a goal and Spenny get the man of the match, well deserved.
Alex, my little favourite. You know, he plays right back, he plays left back, left wing, right wing. Today it was a striker. Next week it'll probably be centre mid. Is there anything you can't do, mate? Popped in the goal on the 47th. What did Hawks say to you half time then to go and get that kind of reaction? Was it just a case of right place at the right time, or was the rocket up you?
I think we just stuck to the game plan, really. I think the way Hawks set us up, we set us up for the sort of counter attack. And fair play, Spence with a great ball into me and didn't think twice. Thought I'd hit it, try my luck. It's nestled in the top corner. So yeah, I think credit to the lads today. The game plan was good, and yeah, on to the next game.
Obviously we've got the defenders union in. You know, we've got the skipper, we've got the other centre half, the other right back plays anywhere across the back line. Spence, you know, performances like that, mate, against Oxford, yeah, they're no slouches in their attacking football. They've ripped sides to shreds this year, but I think, you know, we said just outside there that we've played them now home and away and handled them fairly comfortably twice. I think over the 180 minutes that we played against Oxford, maybe 2 or 3 chances max, and you know, today another clean sheet. That's got to be one of the most satisfying things for a defender.
Yeah, definitely. No, we kind of knew what Oxford's qualities were, and to be fair to Hawks and Coopy, they set us up. We were aware of their strengths, and like we said, we stuck to the game plan, like I said, and it worked to a T. You know, these kind of games would be a bit of a banana skin where we can slip up, and it was just brilliant reaction from the lads. And obviously, I think it's 11 clean sheets now we've had this season in the league, which again, that's a massive achievement in itself, and that's just not the back 4, that's a collective unit. And you know, that's the type of momentum we've got to be taking into these last 4 games. And you know, we go again for Saturday against Dulwich, and we're another team in and around us. And you know, I think it's brilliant for the lads now. We're going to be going into that game with full confidence.
Excellent. KP, you know, you've been here for, you know, as long as anyone has these days. You've played under Collier, you've played under Cook. Now obviously you're under Horgan and Coopy. You've seen a lot of changes, a lot of managers coming and going, and people have sort of, you know, taken charge at Chippenham. Gary and Matt, obviously earlier in the week, were announced that they're now taking charge interim between now and the end of the season. What's it been like with that little change in transition? I know it must be slightly different with Horgan being part of the setup all season, but you know, as he come in, as he, you know, looked after you boys, is it, you know, how's it going for you boys from a playing perspective?
Yeah, obviously as last week we had a bit of a gutted week, obviously that's natural, but listen, nothing's really changed. Everything's just stayed the same. Obviously Hawks has been with us the whole way through, so he knows what we've been doing the whole season. And to be fair, like today, we were solid across the whole pitch. There was times where we had to be patient and slide and screen and stuff like that, and we had a lot of chances. So yeah, nothing's changed really, and I think that's good for us boys, because we don't want a lot of change, because we've done well this season. And like I said, we just got to keep taking it one game at a time now. Dulwich on Saturday, another big game. But like Spencer said then, we're going to be full of confidence now after the 3 points with a clean sheet today as well.
Good stuff. And Alex, it's not your first time playing Dulwich. You've been in a good couple of seasons yourself now, and they seem to be a side that we've still seen quite a lot of, even with COVID disruptions. We've managed to get sneak games in against them. We've had them a couple of times in the FA Cup and the FA Trophy. A side that we know a lot about, Dulwich. It's going to be a big physical test. We've almost got certain rules that these boys are going to have to apply for Danny Mills. I mean, there's not many 6'6" strikers in the league that can jump over 7 foot, but for yourselves now, boys, it's got to be a case of going to Dulwich coming here, on our plot. They're probably going to fancy it, coming down and try and play some football. But as we've seen many times this season, when sides try and break us down, we find it's very hard to do so, and they leave gaps, and that tends to be where we pick up our points.
Yeah, I think I back us against anyone at home, especially Dulwich. They play quite, like you said, with the target man, a few quick wingers, but I think our back four's dealt with all season, like Spence said, with the clean sheets we've had. And I think we're going to do well. I think the lads are confident now. You can probably hear the music downstairs. I think we're ready to go.
Good stuff. And Spence, we've had a couple of conversations this season. You're one of the more sort of optimistic of the lads as well. In terms of your opinion, you don't mind stating it clearly. So we'll come to you for the question. It's a difficult run-in. We said that from the Maidstone game, 7 games in, 7 cup finals. We didn't get the result against Maidstone, we didn't get the result against Dorking, but today we've come up against Oxford, a good Oxford side, and pick up 3 points. It looks at it from the balance of it now on play that with the 4 games that are remaining, including the game against Haddon, it is very much in our hands to go and control the playoffs if we could potentially sneak that 7th spot. How's the mood in the camp, Spence? Are you still feeling that it's a doer? Are we still feeling that it's something there that you guys are aiming for, or is this now probably a time to go? It might just be out of our reach.
Like you said, we've got 4 probably cup finals now, and I think the good thing for us is all the 4 teams we have to play are all still in and around it. So it can go one or 2 ways. We can just pip it and get in, or we can just miss out. But I think the good thing is it is in our hands. It's down to us, and I think, like we said, on our day, I think we can compete and beat anyone. So as long as we go with the mentality, we go with confidence, take each game by game. Like I said, from the very start of the season, who knows where we can end up. It's just down to us as a squad, as a group, to try and make that 7th spot.
Super. We'll wrap it up with the skipper. Back at home today, Kieran, in front of the supporters. It's been quite a long, arduous season. Really, we've had good results, bad results, indifference. We've had a manager leaving that we weren't quite expecting. We've had all sorts of other bits and pieces going on, but 572 today. It's an increase of the average attendance by about 100. Supporters are slowly showing favour for you guys. It must be a great feeling when you walk over there at the end, and I'm sure that as captain you've got a few words for those supporters coming along week in, week out. Yeah,
definitely. They've been brilliant all season. Like you said, it's probably with the bank holiday as well. It's nice to see the few more faces in, and the big thing for us as well, which we spoke to after, was it was nice to see the kids out the front being the little mascots. I was glad they probably went home happy, and great support again, and hopefully we can bring a good number at home next week against Dulwich, because the boys and everyone else do really appreciate it, and it does give us that extra bit of edge, and the crowd become our 12th man.
Good stuff. We were Kieran, Parselle, the old skipper of Chippenham football. Get on down next week and make it a fortress against Dulwich. Boys, we'll let you go for now. We've got the celebrations, we've got a few beers and a few bit of food with the missus and whatnot. So all the very best of the 3 here. Well done for today. Chippenham 1, Oxford City 0. Great performances from all 3 here. Well done.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Cheers.